Can the stream see this? Hold on. Oh no, y'all can't see this. Okay. I just see 2K type shit. I just want to see what this clip was for. I'm cutting up with this nigga on bro. I be cruising though, nigga. This shit was funny as hell. Nigga. Hold on, bro. I gotta post that shit. This is my clip, tab. See? This is my clip, chat. It's my clip. Hold on, keep it to the way. Hold on. We still not there. Hold on. Hey, this is my clip, chat. This is my clip. Like, I'm really him for that angle back. Yeah, bitch was tough. I gotta post some business. We got an away game, bro.
Well, I'll tell you what, even if the visitors put those outfits together by accident, they nailed it. Looking sharp as ever as they came into the building. And the Magic start out with the ball. A look at the opening lineup for Salt Lake City. Mr. Perfect out there with Antetokounmpo. Then there's Prez. Then there's Slim. And it's Adams in at the center. Here's Banchero. Hits the layup into the sweet pump fake to freeze the D. Richard, we're seeing a lot more back-to-backs now at this mid-portion of the season. What are those like to play in for a player?
Oh, they are fun because it's a mental challenge and it's a physical challenge more than anything on that one. But I love it. I am not opposed to back-to-backs because you know what? There were players that used to have to play and fly on flights in the morning. Now we get to fly on private jets. So if they can do it, we can do it.
And you got to get your rest, though, between those games, don't you?
Yeah, you got to get your rest. You got to get your sleep, but do not eliminate the back-to-backs. I love it.
A costly foul there. He'll shoot 3 free throws. And for Orlando, it's been a tough decade. We would agree on that. Great. They've only won 2 playoff games since 2012.
Well, they've only made the playoffs twice in that span as well. So they've got a lot of draft picks lined up in the next few years, and they need to make good on those high picks.
There's Salt Lake City. It's a 5-point game. First quarter of play, 1 minute played. Here is Slim, guarded by Fultz. Slim, good.
And we talk about the importance of versatility. He's really got it all on the offensive end.
And here's Fultz. This game we saw
They had to let him make that because I fucked up
This is an area that you like to see Fultz work on. If he can develop a consistent mid-range jumper, it's over for the rest of the league.
Now here's Prez. It's a 5-point game. Then jammed down as he goes right over Paolo Banchero.
Oh, he is a highlight reel unto himself, guys.
That could be a contender for the dunk of the year, I think. Nice angle on that replay with the AT&T 5G Slam Cam. Here's Fultz. Banchero passes to Suggs. Down low. Antetokounmpo pulls it in. For Salt Lake City, they've gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game. There's the dish to Adams. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul.
So I'm going to pass this.
If you pull players who they think was strongest in the league, I'm pretty sure Steven Adams would be a top pick.
And for Adams, his strength makes him difficult, Richard, to deal with.
Oh, yes, the absolute worst. He sets some of the hardest screens in the league, and he's been one of, if not the best offensive rebounders for over the last decade. Look, it takes multiple people to box out that large human.
Now Prez, after Jalen Suggs missed from long range. Suggs breaks the double team. Slim passes to Antetokounmpo. Here is Slim. Shot clock at 6. And once again off the mark by Salt Lake City. Right now I'll send it over to the sidelines and get a report from David Aldridge.
I caught up with Coach Jamal Mosley. He's confident in their ability to win the battle of the low post. That's where he'd like to see most of the action take place. Kevin, I think we can expect them to pound the ball down low every chance they get.
I don't be wanting to use this, but they make me use this nigga.
Well, and he breaks out the tomahawk. No soft finish there.
We can feel that one all the way over here. Now, here's Banchero. He had 15 points last outing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. It goes on Giannis.
You already had the attribute going for
And Banchero doesn't back down from anyone, which is why he's able to draw those fouls.
And there's already a loyalty aspect to Banchero's makeup, starting with the tribute to the city he grew up in.
He literally takes Seattle everywhere he goes. You look at the tat on his right bicep. It has the Seattle skyline, Mount Rainier, the street he grew up on. In terms of his character, that indicates deep roots and a solid foundation he can build on.
Here are the Magic now, following the score by Salt Lake City. Now here's Fultz. D right on him. Carter with the screen. Fultz kicks to Wagner. Oh, good with the triple. For Salt Lake City, they've gotten 4 of 6 field goal attempts to drop in the first quarter. Here's Slim. That doesn't go in. Had a chance, though, to take the lead. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Orlando Magic. This, their first look at this year's Salt Lake City squad.
And if Giannis is anywhere close to you, don't shoot. His length covers a ton of ground, and boy, is he fast.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Mo Wagner's checked in for Carter. Isaac comes in for Franz Wagner. And Anthony subbed in for Markelle Fultz. And that's a block right there. He swats that ball away with some energy.
And making a statement right away, letting them know they won't get any easy ones when he's around.
It's stolen by Adams. Salt Lake City has gone 0-2 from deep here. Here is Slim, covered by Anthony. The basket counts and 1. He'll go to the line with a chance to make it a 3-point play. And let's take a moment, guys, to get your take on the scoring so far for Salt Lake City. Orlando trailing here. Banchero dishes to Anthony. Antetokounmpo grabs the miss.
Gotta applaud the defensive effort. It's not easy to stop him getting in the lane like that.
Prez with the bucket. Prez has got 6.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Now, here's Banchero. And finished off by Banchero.
And what a strong finish from Banchero. And his guys love when he throws it down.
Here's Prez. And he overshot that one, missing. The Magic have gotten just 3 of their first 9 shots to go down in this game. Pass to Suggs. A shot by Anthony.
Why wouldn't I switch to the other three-pointer?
And what can you say about Suggs? A natural-born leader, very unselfish and great vision.
23 seconds left to play in the first quarter.
You can't shoot with this
Orlando
nigga.
leading.
Can't shoot with this nigga.
Now Banchero. He has 6. And finished off by Wagner.
And smart ball movement there from Banchero. And that selflessness will endear him to his teammates.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And that time,
Hey, what the fuck is that?
shot.
What the fuck is that? What the fuck is that?
And that concludes the first quarter of play.
What the fuck is that?
Magic
Bro, what the
lead
fuck?
by 4.
What is this
The
nigga
second
playing
quarter
Travis
coming
Scott
up
defense,
right
my
after this
nigga?
break, so don't go anywhere.
Like, bro.
Thanks for joining us in this Thanksgiving presentation of the NBA. And before we move on, what do you guys think about what we've seen so far from the Magic?
Aggressive at running guys to the backboard. You could tell it was part of their game plan coming in.
Yeah, it's clearly a focus for them in this one, and no question that all the second chance looks are paying off.
On the court for Salt Lake City, Steven Adams is out there with Antetokounmpo. Then it's Mr. Perfect. Then there's Prez. And it's Slim in at the 1.
That's the 10th straight point they've given up in the paint.
Outside Anthony. Here's Suggs. Isaac with a screen for Suggs. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. In decades past, teams that led the league in threes, if they shot that same rate now, would rank break dead last in the NBA. So with that thought, which teams of yesteryear probably should have shot more threes?
And that's a good one. Kevin, I think you got to look back to the Run TMC Warriors, right? How about the Larry Bird Celtics? And they could knock down the triple.
With a short break in the action, gives us a chance now to send it over to David Aldridge.
Thanks very much. Orlando has a very young roster. Coach Jamal Mosley says, one thing I've said to them is dominate the simple. The more we can keep it simple, the better we'll be. Not overthinking things, just playing off instincts and reaction. Kevin, back to you.
The place to start makes a lot of sense. David, thanks.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Pass to Banchero. Now, here's Suggs. Back to Isaac. No one near Banchero as he lets it go. Hands it from downtown. Banchero's got the lead up to 6 now for the Magic.
An elite prospect with very few holes in his game. Banchero can score from all 3 levels, makes plays for others, terrific rebounder, and the list goes on and on.
Here's Mr. Perfect in the game against Philadelphia. Very impressive. Good on the triple.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Suggs passes to Anthony. Can't connect from 13 feet out. Any scouts had Banchero as the safest pick in the draft.
Oh, yes! Hey, guys, I don't know that this is the time for that kind of flair. In a close game, the important thing is to get the 2 points, not necessarily the dramatics.
Oh, come on. He had to go for that, didn't he? My goodness. Here's Mr. Perfect, covered by Anthony. Here's Mr. Perfect. And again, it's Salt Lake City from deep.
You can't lose a shooter like him on the court. The ball will find its way to him, and he will drill a 3 each time.
And the pass to Banchero. He dishes it to Carter. So good. They had a chance to end the run there.
I thought he had that all sewn up, but somehow the defense just threw him off.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And again in Salt Lake City from deep.
Coming off a big game, his confidence couldn't be higher, and Coach knows it.
When it ain't broke, leave it alone until someone stops him. Just let him roll.
And now the first time out
understand it
call
now.
here for the Magic. Bowl, he's checked in for Orlando. Markelle Fultz comes in for Suggs. Here is Carter. 11-point game his last outing. And Adams sends it back.
Adams puts every ounce of energy into his defense. He's not out there to contest shots. He's out there to reject them.
Here's Mr. Perfect. The second effort, and he sinks the late. Now it's a 7-point Salt Lake City lead.
And defensively, they are on their heels every time the ball comes inside.
A chance there to push it to double digits, but it's off the mark. The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. The three from Anthony. Drills it from outside. Anthony's got his second bucket of the night.
If you give a shooter of his skill an opening like this, he's going to take it every time.
And the great shooters know when they've got enough opening to go for the three. I didn't think it was a bad choice on that possession.
Now here's Fultz. Carter sets the pick for Fultz. He kicks it to Banchero. Bowl dishes to Anthony. 5 to shoot. And the dunk by Bowl.
That's just too easy for Ball. Once he gets the right position, his focus there is on the finish. You've got to love his aggressiveness to finish inside.
Well, his leaping ability gives him a great advantage. Fultz looking around. Shot from 12. Rebound by Salt Lake City. They're coming off that win against Philadelphia.
Well, it's easy to score when you're facing very little resistance. That's why their offense looks so good in that one.
It just seems like the defense wasn't interested. They got away with it.
The Magic trail by 4.
You see this shit?
Bowl kicks to Carter.
Chad,
Oh, drew the
you
foul.
see this shit?
Almost hit the 3-point bucket. But he'll go to the line to shoot 3.
And the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
And he misses all 3.
This
And
nigga,
Wendell
I just
Carter
missed the
Jr.,
fucking
Greg, one of the better rebounders in the NBA.
And Kevin, his numbers kind of sneak up on him. I mean, great job of clearing the glass and getting the break started. Still underrated as a rebounder, but is making a name for himself.
Here's Bowl.
Oh my goodness. I can't jump with a nigga for
It goes
foul.
Giannis Antetokounmpo.
And the size Ball has poses problems for any defense, especially when he's trying his best to be aggressive scoring.
The Magic making a switch here. Ogner's checked in. Here's Mr. Perfect. He's got 15. Count that one. Mr. Perfect's got 17 now.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Anthony taking his time here. Over Prince. No good on the last second attempt there. And it.
Welcome. All right, guys, let's break it down. It has not been the ideal start for the Orlando Magic.
Well, I got to give it up for the second unit tonight, Ernie. They're scoring way better than some of the starters.
And that's part of this club's strategy. Their front office has made it a priority to add great depth.
Yep, and they definitely have great depth. How do you spell depth, Ernie?
And let's shift focus over to our NBA Power Rankings for a look at the latest standings.
Taking a look here now at the Magic.
And that's a halftime.
These niggas is playing, they have to laugh
We've got second half action for you, and if the next couple quarters are similar to the first, this one could go down to the last possession. We're seeing a tremendous game for Mr. Perfect.
Yeah, he's just been raining down on them from deep here. Talk about dialed in.
If I'm his teammate, I keep feeding the hot hand, especially since he's been on fire from deep also.
Filling the perimeter, it's Suggs and Wagner. In the post, it's Banchero and Carter Jr. And it's Fultz in at the point. That's the group starting the second half for Jamal Mosley.
Hey, ever since I missed that green, bro, my head ain't.
Now, here's Suggs. Fultz with the ball. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got 6 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Offline with his first. The Magic trail by 5. Wagner on the wing. He's been quiet so far. Still no points in the game. Passes to Banchero. Back to Fultz. That's good from 17 feet
maybe
away.
fucking jump.
Okay, let's throw out the analytics for a moment. When he's taking the mid-range, it's a winning shot.
Tipped away.
Bro.
It's stolen by Fultz. And we're about a minute and a half here into the second half. Wagner outside. Back to Fultz. 7-foot shot. It's blocked. And so it looks like the Magic will retain possession here. Down to 5 on the shot clock. Wagner kicks to Suggs.
Rough start to the second half for them, only getting one of the past
Are
4
you gonna
shots
be able
to
to
fall.
shoot, man?
Here's Mr. Perfect. A three-pointer is right on target. Mr. Perfect's got 20 points.
And that's on the defense there. Gotta know the scouting report and understand that he loves his shot.
Up top, Fultz. From the arc. The rebound by Steven Adams. Adams has got rebound number 7 for him tonight. And the foul on Wendell Carter. That'll be his second foul of the game. Isaac's checked in for Banchero. Just under 2.5 minutes into the third quarter now. Antetokounmpo. Offensive rebound. And he takes that one up and powers it through.
There it is, guys. One of those effort plays that makes a big difference in the game.
And GA, it is definitely making a difference so far today.
Offensive rebounding is about hustle and determination. Huge putback, making a statement there.
Isaac misses.
A good board there, Kevin, but overall they're getting slightly out-rebounded.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And again, it's Salt Lake City from deep. Richard, you grew up in Arizona. What do you think of the Suns right now and what they've done the last 2 seasons?
Oh, how much time do you got? All my friends back home are just loving Chris Paul. He has helped change the culture with Monty Williams. Great job by the front office. They have put in so much young talent, and they have coached them up. They are a complete team. And like I said, how much time you got? We could do this all day.
We could indeed. Isaac finds Wagner. Little under 2.5 minutes off the clock now here in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. For the Magic, Wagner comes in for Wendell Carter. And Anthony subbed in for Jalen Suggs. Salt Lake City with the ball. They lead by 11, the largest margin of the game. He takes it in, and Mr. Perfect gets it to go. Mr. Perfect's got 10 points in just the second half. That was a second look at our Mobile One drive. Amazing control on display.
And the awareness of his footwork and body on that drive. Wow.
Ball, he's checked in for the Magic. Let's see some of the numbers here for Markelle Fultz. Salt Lake City on D. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
This is snowballing for them. They've got to get a good look next time down.
Knocks down the 3 ball.
They're great outside shooting, really fueling this run.
Pass to Anthony. Kicks at the Bull. Anthony up on top. He has 6. Clock at 4. Deep 2 from Wagner. The Magic again can't hit.
Not sure what the D was doing there. Clearly a breakdown. You can ill afford to give a guy like him that good a look.
Here's Mr. Perfect. And again it's Salt Lake City from deep.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
Now here's Anthony. Another miss by Orlando.
Nothing just seems to be bouncing his way today. Mama said there'd be days like this. They have missed his production.
59 seconds left to play in the third.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Adams can't get a fucking.
Lobs it up for Anthony. And the rejection by Giannis.
Good shit, baby.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 33 points for him. Drains the three-pointer.
The defense a step slow, and you can see the results.
Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
Now a timeout called by Orlando.
For your Magic Youth Dance Team. Once again, fans, let's hear it for your Magic Youth Dance Team.
Here's Bull. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Salt Lake City leading by 22. It's 9 seconds separating the shot clock and game. And Mr. Perfect gets it to go.
That's a
That new
dozen
jump
straight
shot
points
green,
coming
man.
off.
Where's that new jump shot? Well, it's not a new jump shot.
Outside Anthony. Just 5 on the clock. Crafty move. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. It goes on Giannis Antetokounmpo. The Magic have made 7 of the last 12 attempts at the line. That's good from Anthony.
Dang, oh, that's just after that nigga's already passed.
Off on that one, so he goes 1 for 2 at the line. And it's Salt Lake City finishing the quarter up by a whopping 24 points. And now let's go back to a play from earlier as we show you our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
A lot of times a spectacular pass is more impressive than a spectacular shot. This is one of those times.
And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today as we get going in quarter number 4. On the court for Salt Lake City, Antetokounmpo out there with Mr. Perfect. And then there's Steven Adams. Then there's Slim. And it's Prez in at the 2 spot. Connects again from distance. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable.
Pass to Mr. Perfect.
He's going to be a real nigga. He's still going to chance it. He's going to let it go.
The leadership of the NBA Players Association, Greg, has said they support expansion. And 2 cities which seem to be the leading candidates, Seattle and Las Vegas. What do you think?
Well, I love both. Had the good fortune of playing in both cities, and I'd love to see a team in my hometown. But bottom line, more teams means more jobs. That's the sentiment I think most can get behind.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Goga Bitadze's checked in for Banchero. Okiki comes in for Franz Wagner. And Harris subbed in for Suggs.
They have been board dominant in this game. That's definitely been a factor in crafting this huge lead.
Fultz brings the double team.
They got a double team.
Here is Slim. He's defended by Wagner.
We've seen that a few times today, guys. I mean, their defense has got to have a little bit more toughness about it.
The Magic shooting about 26% out there. They need to get a better look. It's stolen by Prez. Fires the three.
Hold on, I'm about to check.
This is the mark. His third miss of the game. 4 for 7 now. Left side, Harris. There's the pass to Fultz. Passes it to be touched.
Okay.
Here's Wagner. Doesn't go for him. Now Salt Lake City takes it the other way. Next step for them, the Knicks coming out here to play. That game is the first and last of their homestand. The Magic have gone 0 of 3 to start the fourth quarter. Now here's Fultz. Tight defense on him. The Magic again can't hit. Salt Lake City has gotten just 1 of 4 3-pointers to go down for them here in the fourth. The three. Prez, no good. Orlando's gotten off to an 0 for 2 starts downtown here in the fourth quarter. Harris finds Fultz. And for a lot of up-and-coming teams, getting better defensively is the key to reaching, Greg, that next level. That being considered, what's the first step in that improvement?
A lot of times it's bringing in a great defender, like a Pat Beverly or an Andre Iguodala, a defensive anchor who also inspires his teammates to take that challenge.
And now we'll get a perspective here on how the hustle game has been going for Salt Lake City. They need a good offensive possession.
Yeah, they've gone a long time without a bucket.
To the paint, it's stolen by Adams. Here is Slim. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
Yeah, how about the body control on that one? Narrowly misses getting the deuce.
Richard, I was wondering, do you think the recent postseason success of small market teams like Milwaukee is good for the NBA?
Absolutely. Guys should be able to feel like they can win no matter where they are playing at. And no one wants to see the same couple of teams in the playoffs every single year. Smaller market success makes the league better.
Here is Slim, covered by Anthony. Pass to Adams, and stolen by Wagner. Harris with it. Now guarded by Prez. Here's Anthony. That one's off. Still out of sync.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
Yeah, right now, he's just in his own head. Not much you can do to try and push through it.
And perimeter scoring, I have to imagine it was a topic of discussion at halftime.
And you see this so much more nowadays in the NBA. Teams putting a larger emphasis on jacking up threes.
To the middle. Here's Bull. Rebound by Salt Lake City. Here is Slim. Inside. Prez. And finish off by Prez.
Offensively, defensively, they are in total control.
And guys, to go on a big run, get some breathing space, it has to be a great play on each end.
Isaac passes to Wagner. Back to Isaac. Got a piece of it. 6 to shoot.
And so it's going to end up in the record books as a blowout, a dominating performance for Salt Lake City.
This was a team performing to its fullest capability.
Oh, we could check it too.
A hugely satisfying win. A game that not many will soon forget. And on the other side, one that I think most will try to forget.
And with this effort tonight, grabbing their 8th win of the year. And you know, when you look at the huge impact he had, just a monster game for Mr. Perfect.
And he's been a
This shit bounced right back on.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
And let me tell you, as a team, you love to hit your stride right at the crucial moments. They put this game away in style.
Wagner finds Anthony. Here's Bull to the inside. Here's Wagner. It's tipped. We've got a 9-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Here is Slim, covered by Anthony. Here's Slim. Adams trying to free himself up. No good off the back of the rim.
I don't see this either.
And here is Isaac.
They can trust that it's a slim shot, but they be like, yeah,
and there's the call on Mr. Perfect. That's his third foul of the game.
I got a smaller to the loss, but.
And so Salt Lake City takes the win. This crowd was stunned by the manner in which their team was dismantled.
You know what? Shocking. I don't care what the matchup is. You never expect a road team to come in.
All right, David, thank you. Thank you for joining us. That'll do it for...
All these niggas get damn. Yeah, these niggas put up a fight. These niggas put up a fight.
Oh, who say does that?
Hello and welcome to Sunday Night NBA action here on 2K Sports with Hall of Famers Grant Hill and Doris Burke. This is Brian Anderson, plus our reporter, Allie LaForce. Hey, Allie.
Well, guys, LeBron James, arguably the most versatile.
This guy's one of one, Allie. Thank you. Well, Doris, we're expecting most of the action to come out of the backcourt of this game.
No, exactly, B.A. Both teams are led by their terrific guard play. The outcome of this game likely hinges on the respective performances of those two positions.
And now the opening lineup for New York. At the 4 and the 5, it's Randall and Robinson. Emmanuel quickly is out there with Jalen Brunson. And it's Barrett in at the small forward position. Here's Slim. After the basket by New York. Here's Prez. Robinson with the block.
What the fuck?
Randall outside. Off target from outside. Pass to James. Oh, and there's the whistle on the shot. So 2 free throws for him coming up. Personal foul. They'll pin that one on Julius Randle.
Whacking James like the D does there is the right move. I mean, especially when you consider how strong he is.
When you look at the career that LeBron has put together, one of the all-time greats, amazingly lived up to the hype he had coming out of high school.
Now here's Randall. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. And it's Randall with the jam.
Randall has got excellent handle, so you have to respect him off the dribble drive.
Here's Slim. Brunson defending. Slim banked it in off the glass. And the immense pressure LeBron has had since day one of the NBA. Many others would have folded, Grant.
Yeah, very true, B.A. The expectations he had were just insane. Anything less than a top 5 player all time would be a disappointment. That's not fair to ask of any player coming into the league, much less a high schooler.
And it's in there. Randall's got 6.
Offensively, they've been pretty sharp. 3 for 4 so far.
Now, this is why you can run the offense and play LeBron at point guard. If you're open, he will find you.
And how about our AT&T 5G slam cam? Couldn't have captured that play any better. Randall, the pass to Robinson. Antetokounmpo with the block. Here's Prez. And that one is stuffed right through.
He just rises up and throws it down hard with one hand.
That is such a go-to move for him. He holds nothing back on those. Now here's Brunson. Coming in off 21 points in his last outing. Stolen by Antetokounmpo. Here's Slim. Pass to Mr. Perfect. And a little over 2.5 minutes gone here in the first. And he makes no mistake. Slam dunk.
Adding insult to injury with the dunk off the steal.
Nice to see a good play on D. That led to some fireworks.
Let's see if that serves as a momentum builder. What a great sequence for this group.
And that's what they want to do. Get him open looks early.
Here's Prez. Really played well against Orlando in his last game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Not going to go that time. New York has gone 1 of 2 from three-point land so far. Randall with it. Guarded by Antetokounmpo. Puts it up from 12. Randall can't hit.
Well, tremendous defensive effort on the interior. That's the kind of contest you want.
And it's Prez missing. The Knicks have gone 4 of 7, shooting a solid percentage. Over the last couple of seasons, Doris, the Knicks have played great defense.
Well, look no further, B.A., than their head coach. Obviously, Tom Thibodeau built his reputation on the defensive end of the floor. It begins with attitude. It means playing on a string, being committed to each other. Everyone will play defense at all times, no possessions off.
6 to shoot. Pass to Mr. Perfect. Drains the triple. He's got 5.
I love this approach. Getting him involved early, and it's already paying off.
They know that if this guy goes off, their chances of winning rise exponentially.
Now here's Randall. He's got 6. Randall on the screen. Quickly passes to Barrett. And there's the drive. The shot off that time.
Boy, surprised he missed that. The defense just good enough to prevent that bucket.
There's 1:26 left in the first quarter. Pass to Prez. Here's Slim. They get it back. Randall with a steal. Now here's Barrett. Unloads from 13. LeBron with the rebound.
Well, defenses are content to give up the mid-range, right? It's not the high percentage restricted area or the 3. You can see they're prepared to give up that shot.
Here's Prez. And a foul called on the way up. So he'll take 2 from the free throw line. First free throw is good. So for the Knicks, Hart's checked in for Barrett, and it's Grimes in for Quickly. It's both from the stripe.
This is about the last guy you want to send to the stripe right now. They keep fouling him, and he keeps making them.
Right side Hart. Over to the left wing. Here's Grimes. New York, no good that time either. For Salt Lake City, they've gone 5 of 9 from the floor. Here's Mr. Perfect. Robinson defending. Jacks up with 3. And they get it back. James outside. Pass to Slim. And it's thrown down hard with both hands.
And this kind of 6 slam is just one of the reasons this team is in charge of this game right now, B.A.
You know, there's an edge the way they play and a confidence they're not afraid to show.
But Julius Randle is never going to back away from a defensive player. He knows he's got the strength to play through contact. Nice job drawing the foul.
At the line for 2.
So 1 for 2 that time at the stripe. Here's Mr. Perfect. Let's go with a 3. And so it's Salt Lake City closing out the quarter with a 7-point lead. Up. Hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And from what we've seen here from the home team, what's your take so far?
The aggressiveness on defense has been infectious. Everyone's come to the party. I love it.
Well, I think they combined great intelligence with great effort, and you can see the results.
On the court right now for the Knicks. Down low, it's Randall and Hartenstein. Then there's Jalen Brunson. Then it's Josh Hart. And it's Grimes in at the 2.
Wow. I'll tell you, such an advantage having a playmaker who can get up to the rim and finish.
Now that is what every team wants.
Oh, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
Shoots from 12. Jump shot is good. Randle's got 9.
The ability to get to the mid-range game is something Julius Randle has proven he can do.
And for Julius Randle, back in 2014, a nightmare start to his career, Greg.
Oh, man, so sad. I mean, Julius breaking his leg just 14 minutes into his NBA debut. A serious injury that required him to miss his entire rookie season. But give Randle credit for coming back and carving out a great career.
Now here's Brunson. Well, no scoring yet from him, but that's likely to change. It's deflected.
And they just continue to dominate the boards.
All right, let's get a report from Allie.
Thanks so much, Brian. Well, the Knicks trying to find their way back to the playoffs. Coach Tom Thibodeau said, you can't look backwards and you can't look too far down the road. You just have to take a look at today, lock into what we have to do, and focus on how we can be better. Back to you.
No shortcuts to greatness, Allie. Thanks for that. Now here's Hart. Pass to Randle. Here's Grimes. Lets the 3 fly. LeBron with the rebound.
Well, they are daring him to miss, and he obliges.
So for the Knicks, Toppin comes in for Hartenstein. And Barrett subbed in for Grimes. New York trailing. Here's Hart. Off with the layup. For Salt Lake City, they've gotten only 1 of 4 shots to go in. Inside. Pass to Prez. Ooh, and he took a hard foul on the shot. So he'll head to the line to shoot a pair. Well, you know it takes courage to draw charges. Guys get trucked all the time, and they still call a blocking foul. You think more of those should be no calls, Grant?
You know, B.A., courage is the right word. If you're willing to step in there and sacrifice your body for the sake of the team, you know what? If you don't give them a charge, I prefer the no call. I like that idea. Clean look from mid-range. Coach will probably want to run that play again.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Check by Randle. Out to James. Clock at 6. Pass to Prez. Goes up from the top of the key. Offensive rebound. Here's Slim. Here's Mr. Perfect. Sinks it from distance. Give him 8.
And just totally relentless. Only increasing the intensity level.
One thing I enjoy is watching players who don't pay attention to the score. You lock in on the moment and play the right way.
And a chance now to look at the highest scoring teams in the league from last season.
And last year, I liked watching this team operate on the offensive end. The ball movement, the patience, the confidence. You love seeing all that come together.
3 minutes of action thus far in the second. Pass to Randle. Fires at the elbow. And the Knicks miss again.
And they're up considerably because of their efforts on the glass.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Good. And Antetokounmpo gets the assist.
2 trays now in the second quarter after he hit one in the first.
Outside Brunson. It's tipped. Here's Mr. Perfect. Last game out, we saw him score 42. And it's all from 3-point range. Knicks shooting a low 26% from the field. Hart, there's the drive. Soft touch off the glass. Hart's got his first 2 points.
That's 2 things right there for R.J. Barrett. It's awareness and unselfishness. Pretty pass.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Off target from 3-point range. Boy, they need something to go to regain some confidence.
No question. Way too many empty possessions for them.
Sinks it. What range from downtown.
When you let a team knock down that many threes, you know you're likely to be on the wrong side of a run.
Brunson up top. Boy, he's been patient so far. Nothing yet on the scoreboard.
It's been an ugly quarter for him. Trying to shoot his way out of it. Might be time to work on the playmaking skills.
Mr. Perfect gets the bucket.
Man, they're having a hard time defending the triple. That's 3 in a row.
Outside Brunson. Oh, they pick off the pass. Here's Mr. Perfect, guarded by Barrett. Mr. Perfect gets the bucket. 20 points for him.
12 straight points off threes. This defense is not extending very well.
Here's Barrett. Basket is good.
My nigga
Off
run
the
out of
assist from Brunson.
R.J. Barrett entered the league with confidence and an ability to get off the dribble drive. Nicely done.
Here's Mr. Perfect. Gets the 3-ball to go.
Hard to win games when you allow clean looks from the perimeter.
New York shooting just 27% in the second quarter. The drive by Randall, rejected by James.
Yeah, just impressive defense by LeBron James. Such a good feel on that end of the floor. Track that shot all the way.
Robinson, he's checked in for New York. Quickly comes in for Brunson. 44 seconds left in the second quarter. Here's Randall. James with the block.
I'll tell you, it's been a struggle for him in this period, and they're struggling as a result.
From the arc. Cash money. Out of his 14 attempts, he's drained 9 of them.
And this is how he shines. He's a big part of their floor space.
And right now, Greg, he is doing a great job delivering for this team. Productive and efficient.
Now here's Hart. Quickly outside. Shot clock at 6. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 4 rebounds now. Here's Mr. Perfect. Oh, with the clock running down, he nails a big shot. Thank you, Allie. Good stuff. We will be right back after this break for the beginning of the third quarter.
Hello, everybody. Maybe a bit of a surprise in this one, but what a fantastic first half we witnessed.
It's been a 3-point barrage for them.
And now let's talk about that first half. A look at the... Thanks for tuning in.
And as we dive into the second half, we'll find out if the next 2 quarters are any different from the first 2. So far, it's been a runaway. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
New York ball.
On Monday, they'll be playing against Clint Capella and the Atlanta Hawks. Then on Wednesday, they'll be matching up with Jimmy Butler and the Miami Heat. And how about that replay? Man, you got to appreciate the hustle on defense.
Oh, showing no signs of giving up this lead. That block sends shockwaves into the opposition sails.
Giannis Antetokounmpo is out there with LeBron James. And it's Mr. Perfect in at the 3. That's the 5 to begin the second half for Taylor Jenkins. And we just had to see that mobile 1 drive one more time. Great stuff.
You're toasting the defense and getting in close. They'll take possessions like that one all day.
Mr. Perfect shot is off. Knicks shooting only 31% in the game.
Boy, when you think back to 2021 and the year Julius Randle had, guys, a first-time All-Star, winner of the Most Improved Player Award that year, but then follows it up with a disappointing 2022 season.
11 feet out. 4 on the clock. And here's Brunson from the arc. Antetokounmpo with the block. And it's going to be out of bounds. The Knicks will retain possession. And they force the shot clock violation. Great D. And here we now get a look back on the best shot blockers in the NBA last season. The 4th spot held by Mitchell Robinson.
It's obvious that he completely dedicated himself to protecting the rim, doing everything he could to get his hands on as many shots as possible.
Here's Slim. He's got 6. Some solid defense from Brunson. Talking about Randall, Doris, you could see the emotions boil over at times during that 2022 campaign.
BA, there were multiple fines and altercations, and that can happen when you don't meet expectations and frustrations mount. And in particular, when you're dealing with the New York media and that passionate fan base, things can escalate.
Mr. Perfect drops in the layup for 2. Give him 31 now.
Well, you love that they've been able to rely on him time and time again. You love the effort here late.
Boy, they'd love if anyone could get a bucket.
Yeah, their offense has been grinding to a halt.
Now a timeout called by New York. The ball's knocked loose. And that one goes out of bounds. Last touch by James.
You see his active hands knocking that pass out of bounds.
Well, that's what you call a game of inches. They talk about it in football. We see it right there.
Now here's Randall. He's got 9 from 9 feet. Blocked!
Well, trying to find themselves in the second half here. Just 1 for 4 from the field. Can someone in the group get hot? Let's see.
And again for 3. Buries his 10th triple of the game.
Unbelievable, B.A. Unbelievable.
The Knicks have gotten only 1 of 4 shots to fall in the second half. Brunson passes to Robinson. James against Randall. Over James. And it's Randall that time on the assist from Robinson. Randall's got 11.
Boy, how about the awareness from the big man? We think of Mr. Robinson as a shot blocker. What a pretty pass.
3-pointer. Mr. Perfect shot is off. The Knicks have gone 2 of 5 in this third quarter. Pass to Robinson. And Antetokounmpo over to help. Here's Brunson. Throws it down. And the official calls a foul. It may be a 3-point play. It's on LeBron James. For the Knicks, Toppin. He's checked in for Julius Randle. And it's Grimes in for Quickly.
Well, before he arrived in the NBA, Jalen Brunson had a ton of success in college. This guy instrumental in Villanova's national title in 2018.
Here's Slim. 6 points for him. 4-3. Mr. Perfect shot is off.
He's been off this whole period. Unable to sustain any kind of consistency.
Dunks it hard with one hand. Wow, he makes it look easy.
I guess you don't need 2 hands when 1 will suffice.
Hey, as long as you don't lose control. For all he did at the college level, Brunson still dropped to the second round of the NBA draft.
He did, B.A., but he showed he belonged right away. His numbers get a little bit better every season. At 6'1", he's a strong finisher close to the bucket. He can play the 1 guard. He can play the 2 guard. He can make open shots. He can get in the paint and score. Jalen Brunson is a big-time contributor to a high-quality basketball team.
Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with Allie LaForce.
Thanks, guys. The NBA last season celebrated its 75th anniversary and announced the 75 greatest players in NBA history, gathering the living greats during the All-Star break. A lot of history, but Commissioner Silver said we're a pretty young league when you think about it. Brian, I guess it's all relative.
Yeah, indeed. Thanks for that, Allie. Pass to Grimes. 3-pointer. Kept alive. Here's Robinson. Oh, a clear foul there on the missed shot. So he'll get a pair at the line.
Boy, Mitchell Robinson, to me, a big that any team could make excellent use of because his combination of length, his impressive motor, the hustle he shows. To me, this guy just needs to stay healthy, and he can be a force.
And the Knicks making a change here. Good! Another from 3.
And what a fireworks display he's shown us tonight. Just keeps hitting from deep.
Man, he's just exploded from deep tonight. That last make, tying him for second in most threes in a game. And the Knicks making a change here. Hartenstein's checked in. Pass to Mr. Perfect. From deep. Connects again from distance.
There it is, a shot that puts him tied at the top of the record books.
And he just can't be denied from deep. Now he's tied for most threes in a single game. Amazing.
Salt Lake City foul call.
And Jalen Brunson, he's a great option on the floor, Grant.
Yes, he is. Can attack from different levels of the floor, solid shooting threat from outside, and gives you another playmaker to initiate the offense.
For Salt Lake City, they've gotten 6 of 11 attempts to fall so far in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. And again for 3.
And that is a 3 that will put him in the record books.
Oh, an historic performance by an historic shooter. One of the best games anybody has ever had. Now a timeout called by New York.
Fans, please turn your attention to the Jumbotron as a record has been broken. The new record holder for the most three-pointers in a game is Orlando Fields.
There's 42 seconds left to play in the third quarter. Outside Brunson. 6 on the shot clock. New York needs to get one up quick. The timer ticks. Toppin shot is off. For Salt Lake City, they've gotten 7 of 12 shots to drop in the third. Here's Mr. Perfect. Again! What an avalanche!
That's 52 points for him.
Making it all look too easy right now. We've got 13 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. Pass to Brunson.
Salt Lake City foul. Number 5. Second personal foul. Fourth team foul.
That free throw good from Brunson.
Shooting for New York, Jalen Brunson.
Both free throws good from Brunson. Here's Mr. Perfect. Here's the 3. And no good. Trying to get that one to fall.
I thought they were about to double team the got State.
And it's time now to bring you our State Farm assist of the game.
This is the definition of team chemistry. I love to see this kind of communication and connection between teammates leading to the perfect pass.
Nothing better than chemistry, right? Working together to create a bucket.
Well, there may not be a lot of drama down the stretch as we head into the fourth quarter, but stranger things have happened. And on the floor for New York here in the fourth. Derrick Rose is out there with Evan Fournier. Then there's Isaiah Hartenstein. Then it's Obi Toppin. And it's Grimes in at the small forward. Fournier, the pass to Rose. Rebuilding a team is as challenging a proposition as ever, especially for smaller franchises, Doris.
I think, B.A., certainly those smaller markets face some challenges that larger markets do not. But I would also point to the success of Milwaukee. They had success in their draft. They invested in your talent in terms of player development. So to build a playoff-ready team, there are so many things that must be in place, but you also have to have some luck. Nobody knew how good Giannis or Nikola were going to be.
And the Knicks shooting only 33%. Not exactly consistent offense. LeBron with the rebound. James has got 8 rebounds in the game. Here's Mr. Perfect. Rose grabs the board. To the inside, Hartenstein, and down it goes. Dunked it through off a beautiful setup.
No one's ever questioned his court vision. Rose playing unselfish basketball, being the leader this team needs him to be.
It's just a bad foul. Gotta be smarter than this.
First personal foul. First team foul.
Here's Mr. Perfect. 6 to shoot. Goes back up. Moving along. 2 minutes gone in the fourth. And the bucket counts. And he is on his way to the line. He'll try to make it a 3-point play. And we've heard the cautionary tales in the past. Does it seem like players today are getting better financial advice, in your opinion, Grant, to make their money last?
Yeah, B.A., I think they're getting better financial advice, but I also think that the times that we're in, I think there's more awareness. Players understand the pitfalls or potential setbacks, the social media, digital age, all the information's there. So players today, yes, they're making more money, and I actually think they're doing a better job of protecting and saving their money, too.
Here's Rose. That shot off the mark. Salt Lake City has gone 2 of 6 so far in the fourth. Here's Mr. Perfect. From outside, off the mark.
He needs to drive to the rim. The shot just not going.
Back to Rose. Got a hand on it. Here's Mr. Perfect. And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth now. Fournier brings the double. Pass to Prez. Here's Mr. Perfect. Fournier covering.
He's carried this team to this lead on his back, handling almost all the scoring duties.
Here's Fournier. They're searching for a way to score.
Yeah, buckets have been very tough to come by.
Here's Hartenstein. Antetokounmpo covering. Rose, the pass to Fournier. And again, the Knicks missing. Well, Salt Lake City shooting only 36% since the fourth quarter started. Here's Mr. Perfect. No good with the triple. The Knicks have got 1 out of 6 shots to fall in this final quarter. Not ideal. Pass to Grimes. And here's Toppin. Check by James. They need this. Rejected by James. Here's Slim.
2 minutes remaining in the game. 2 minutes.
James outside. And the foul is called. He missed it, so he's got a couple of free throws coming his way. That one's on Rose. And with the G League Ignite and other youth leagues, the opportunity to go pro at a young age is there. Doris, did you see this coming?
Well, we know nothing stays static in life, Brian, and I think you need to look no further than what happened for such a long time over in Europe and abroad. We'd observed that European players had an advantage where it came to skill development because they were playing pro earlier than people over here in the United States. This has helped close the gap.
Out of bounds, Knicks ball as New York keeps possession. Barrett's checked in for Grimes. A minute 39 left in the fourth quarter. Hart from long range. Giannis with the rebound.
Boy, he won't miss many from that spot. The defense gets lucky there.
Here's Mr. Perfect. The shot comes out, and New York will come the other way. Hart passes to Quickly. Takes one from 10 feet, and the jumper is good.
He just brings a great feel for the game at the offensive end.
Here's Slim, guarded by Quickly. Here's Slim. Off target with the three.
And you just can't afford to give up that kind of look very often.
Here's Barrett. And he was fouled while in the act of shooting, so he'll take 2 free throws. It's on LeBron James.
This is who R.J. Barrett is. Fearless scorer, wants to draw contact and get himself to the line.
You know, sometimes we forget how young some of these guys are. Take R.J. Barrett, making his NBA debut at 19. Still a few years away from hitting his prime. Their home crowd has energized them all game. Now they're closing it out.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
Now here's Hart, guarded closely. Pass to Hartenstein. Hart with it. Oh, deflected. Here's Mr. Perfect. from deep three-point range. Gets rebounded by New York. And here's Quickly. And so they get the victory here at home. We saw two different teams tonight. One played with confidence, operating flawlessly. The other just looked lost.
And the energy in this building was awesome. The crowd was involved from the jump, and once they started to really pour it on.
Allie, thank you as always. Thank you for joining us. That'll do.